Hi, let's have a look at this problem of team communication. I did say problem for a pretty good reason. It matters, and communication matters a lot. It is unrealistic to expect that everybody in the team will be able to attend every team meeting. And even if you do have a number of meetings, there's more communication required than that. Now, a lot of you have come from a project model of hierarchy, where there's somebody essentially is in charge and all the communication goes through them, or their proxy, their delegate. Now, modern software development is not like that. Modern software development is a collaborative effort, and there's communication everywhere to everywhere. This whole idea of funneling all the communication through one person or having all through meetings simply isn't enough. And various teams have found that as the project has gone along. So the team needs to know what has been decided, what has been changed, how are they going to be affected, and quite a bit more. Now, this is the age of communication, constant communication. You have Facebook, you have WhatsApp, you have mobile phones, you have chat rooms, you have a whole lot of things. There are lots of different ways to communicate, but it's very important that the team understand or agree where the central repository of the necessary information is going to be. That's usually some sort of a project repository. There also needs to be some agreement about where information, rapidly changing information is going to be. Now, that frequently is Facebook. And there needs to be some place where people can chat, multi-person chat. So you're usually going to have at least those three. Frequently, yes, you can do that face-to-face if you want to, but not everybody can manage that logistically. So you have a range of means of communicating. There aren't any restrictions on how you do it, and it's up to the team to go and organise it. Now, what is it you need to communicate about? You don't need to communicate about social things. That's not part of the project, and really you are advised to keep that away from anything that your tutor can see. It's not that it's overly private, or it's not that the tutor's going to tell on you or anything like that, but it's just not relevant and don't confuse matters. So things you ought to be communicating about are new or changed information from the customer. We try to make these projects as realistic as possible, and the customer can change their mind or clarify something, and that information needs to get out to the team in some way. So you need some means of communicating that. You need to communicate decisions, and you need to communicate the status and progress relative to your goals. It's not real good if people are floating along and suddenly somebody realizes you're actually well behind and we need to catch up, and people are not paying attention and don't find that out for 2 or 3 weeks. That's 2 or 3 weeks you haven't got. So changes in goals, planned tasks, allocation of tasks, all of these things need to be communicated. And one of the other things that's pretty necessary to communicate also is what has been achieved. That's a useful one to communicate. It's very easy to think that, oh, there's all this work to be done, but look, let's celebrate what you have done, what you have achieved as well. So there is the need for communication. There's a lot more communication needed in collaborative teamwork as this is than there used to be in just your sequential standard project management.